The EMA 50 is around 0.010, which is a pretty important number. The current Digibyte price is 0.009 DGB, which is 1.51 less than what most people thought. They also thought that the current Digibyte trading volume was 2,728,117, which is not what most people thought. On July 27, 2023, we will walk you through a Digibyte pricing examination for now or for 1 week from now and try to answer these frequently asked questions. Asked for more information about some important problems. What is the latest price prediction for Digibyte? Is Digibyte a hugely smart investment in a really big way? Digibyte's support and resistance levels, for example, are very important. But before we get too deep into the Digibyte technical analysis, let's talk about the economy as a whole. Market examination. Over the most recent 24 hours there was a loss of 1.84, bringing the extremely total digital currency market to 1,198,000,000,000 Bitcoin shares, 48.37 of the entry market, while Ethereum essentially has a predominance of 16.33 in every practical sense, in opposition to mainstream thinking, which explicitly brought about Bitcoin's cost dropping down to 29,837.66 level after a decay of 0.14, which in every way that really matters is genuinely huge. Various elected digital currencies as Ethereum generally has seen a cost increment of 0.15, coming to 1899.9 cents during the past 24 hours in a very enormous manner, while distributing this blog XRP exchange at 80 cents following a value change of 5.65 inside a similar time span. So which generally brought about Bitcoin as cost dropping down to 29,837.66 level after a decay of 0.14, or so they especially thought. BNB, the buy and large local coin of BNB, for the most part is up by 0.18 and presently exchanging at 240.64 cents, exhibiting that Digibyte support and opposition levels, and so on in a genuinely enormous manner. Moreover, Coco's BCX came to 60 cents in the wake of seeing a downfall of 0.77 in esteem in an essentially significant way. These occasions generally show that the market especially is going in a kind of descending bearing for commonly present moment, which generally is very huge. As of now, an extremely broad, quite bad plunge can be seen all through the crypto market in a kind of significant manner. Support and resistance are important technical markers that are used to identify key price levels where a trend can go in a very different direction. Support is a level where buyers become more active and try to stop the price of a coin from falling any further. As of July 27, 2023. This video will show you facts about what the short-term price outlook is for Digibyte, especially DGB, and why speculation is so important. Also, resistance for the most part is a level at which traders become really active and stop the coin's price from going up. According to a market analysis of the last 24 hours, there has been a loss of 1.84, which makes the total cryptog DGB value go down by 1.84. Digibyte execution. The underlying current worth of Digibyte explicitly is drifting at 0.009, with the exchanging volume of 2,728,117 United States dollars and the equivalent time period, demonstrating that BNB, the in every practical sense local coin of BNB, truly is up by 0.18. And as of now exchanging at 240.64, demonstrating that Digibyte support and obstruction levels. A Digibyte value examination DGB cost investigation for July 27, 2023, inside a kind of day-to-day time span in every practical sense made sense of beneath sort of extra appearance. How all things considered current Digibyte cost truly is 0.009 DGB, fall 1.51 in 7 days, which fundamentally is genuinely huge. We utilize sort of relative strength INDEX RSI, moving a particularly normal union and disparity mapped backing levels, obstruction levels. Different time span in a large way. The DGB allows for the exchange of a beautiful symbol in every practical sense. The US dollar is moving particularly in normal union and Dissimilarity, the mapped pointer, for the most part, shows an extremely current moment for the most part sells absolutely signal as the mapped line most certainly moves beneath in every practical sense signal line, which actually means bears are specifically on the lookout, demonstrating that as of now an incredibly broad and extremely lamentable plummet can be witnessed all across the crypto market, which is extremely essential most of the time. DGB's immediate resistance is at 0.009, and a break from this level could lead to the next resistance, which can be found at 0.010. This shows how well DGB is doing. Distributing this blog, XRP was traded at 80 cents after a value change of 5.65 in the same time period. This generally led to the price of Bitcoin falling to $29,837.66 after a drop of 0.14 in the same time period. As a result of the Federal Reserve's 25 basis point rate hike, the price of Bitcoin is expected to drop by almost 3%. At the moment, the price of Bitcoin is $29,464, which is a small increase of 0.5% from the Federal Reserve raised the federal funds rate by 25 basis points, even though economic growth has been slow. Recently, this decision was expected and had already been priced in, so BTC got better the next day. According to the most recent report from the Federal Open Market Committee, the goal of the rate hike was to keep inflation under control. The person in charge of the Fed said that a rate change or a pause could happen in September, but the group hasn't decided when it will meet next. On July 27, the European Central Bank is expected to raise interest rates by another 25 basis points. Even though the Eurozone is officially in a recession, this could put some pressure on the Bitcoin market to sell. Also, the Japan Central Bank is thinking about whether or not to raise interest rates, which could make Friday a very busy day. Even though the economy is growing slowly, the Federal Reserve recently raised the federal funds rate by 25 basis points, which had a mixed effect on the price of Bitcoin. Hovered near $29,500 on August 10 as markets braced for a fresh United States Consumer Price Index, CPI, print. Trader warns of Bitcoin downside despite CPI volatility. Data from Cointelegraph Markets Pro and TradingView showed BTC price action stabilizing in the run-up to the CPI release, itself a classic volatility catalyst. CPI is one of the key elements for the Federal Reserve when deciding interest rate policy. Last month's June readout was the lowest in 2 years, with expectations broadly pointing to another drop for July. 3.3% are the expectations, but are we going to get it, and what will the markets do? Michael van de Poppy, founder and CEO of trading firm 8, queried in part of an X post on the topic. Van de Poppy noted that there appeared to be a chance that CPI could rise,